Today is September 10th, and we have some pleasant surprises. Way down here, I don't even know if you can see it because I put the camera the wrong way. That little insect that's crawling around on that yellow leaf, it's probably a baby ladybug. It's a larva, and I think it's a larva stage. But right here, you see those little tendrils climbing? That is a bean climbing on some of this grass. And right here, we have a bean pod. So we've got beans. They're actually growing. Also, if you look really closely, that is the beginning of an ear for sweet corn, I think. Maybe it's the native corn. And then for sure, these are some real corn ears. So we've got decent yield coming up. On the far end, the one that got moved around a lot, that one's doing okay too. It's flowering at least, so we'll see. You can water it. Kind of sad earlier, I saw all these little bits here. Basically baby sunflower seeds, and I realized someone had ripped off a piece of the red sunflowers earlier, so they're kind of injured. So that's a bummer. But I found out the other day that the leaves are edible. I probably recorded this earlier, but I don't remember, so you're hearing it again, and I'm not even looking where I'm pointing the camera. But yeah, all of these, whether it's a sunflower or chicory, I should probably do this in a separate video, they're all in the same family. They're related to daisies. And thistles, artichokes, chicory is the purple flowers over there. You can see I'm going to spray toward them, all of them, watering them, even though it's kind of a waste of water right now. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is chicory, and it's famous for around the Civil War, and of course way before that, native folks, but they would use this as a substitute for coffee. I don't really know how, but basically it's edible. So if you look at, I have to look at it closely too, but the flower and the way that it comes out, there are probably some similarities. Definitely, you see how it goes every other, like it zigzags a little bit. So it's an alternating plant. When you look at a sunflower, does that pattern happen too? Yeah, it just is a little subtle, but the leaves come out in an alternating pattern. So that's one identifying mark. Basically, they talk about field identification. There are things like a dichotomous key that scientists will use to figure out what species they're looking at, even if they've never seen it before. There might be some references. So that's one thing. For me, the other piece is because we have the flowers, I think that's important to look at their structure and patterns. And so this is, like I said, related to the daisy, the dandelion, the sunflower, the thistle. They're like distant cousins. Oh, this is cool. Hey, look at all these aphids there. And so looking at the flower itself, maybe there's some clues, like all of these little, I wish I could see this really well, but yeah, all of those little, the pistil and the stamen, the things that are inside of the flower where they're meant to share the pollen or whatever else, and also the way the petals are shaped, like what their characteristics are, sometimes how many petals. So those are the things that I'm trying to take note of, the shape of the leaf, shape of the stem. Like for example with mint, if you roll it in your finger, just the stem, and you'll feel that it's square. And that's very characteristic of anything in the mint family, from catnip, spearmint, lemongrass, no, not lemongrass, I'm sorry, lemon balm, and, whatever else, the kind of mint, they use mint juleps. So that's it for now. I got to plan this out better so that I have actual camera time and I can see what I'm doing. But I thought I'd share that quick update. Cheers.